shootings are inspiring a local woman to surrender her firearms, and we were the only news station there when she did it.
And Queen 6 wanted to know more about her motivation behind all this. Our Joelle Jones joins us live now with that woman's story. Joelle?
Yes, Elizabeth, I'm here in front of the Beaverton Police Department where we got the unique opportunity to follow Jenny Hahn as she turned over those weapons to law enforcement to be destroyed today. Hahn tells me she always considered herself to be a responsible gun owner, but says in light of recent events, she feels she was part of the problem.
I think I was probably 7 or 8, and I went to a summer camp and learned how to shoot a rifle, and I was kind of hooked.
Jenny Hahn of Cedar Hills says she grew up around guns her whole life, enjoying the marksmanship of hunting and clay shooting, and even enrolling as a member of pro-gun organizations. But Hahn handed over her rifle, handgun, and 2 shotguns to police Tuesday, a move she says is not about rules or rights, but about values.
I think that a lot of us that are responsible gun owners, we're not very vocal. We don't come out, yelling about our right to bear arms. But I think that being silent is making us complicit to the problem. I think that we do have to speak up and we do have to acknowledge our role.
While Hahn could have legally sold her guns, she said she chose to turn them over to police specifically because she wanted the weapons out of circulation. Beaverton police told Coin 6 all firearms surrendered to them are sent to a third-party partner where they are then melted down.
Some people have told me this is not going to have any impact. But even if one other person is inspired to do the same thing, then hopefully that'll cause the chain reaction.
While police did not want to speak on camera today, they told us it is incredibly rare for a gun owner to surrender their own weapons. We reached out to local pro-gun lawmakers and the NRA for comment and did not immediately hear back. As for Hahn, she says she feels more hopeful now that the guns are off her hands.
I think that in order for us to affect any change, we have to make a decision as a society together, because that's going to be more effective than having the government tell us you can't have these weapons. I think it's more powerful to say we don't need to have these weapons.
While most police agencies, like the one here in Beaverton, do allow people to drop off guns and ammo, how that is done and the protocols do vary based on jurisdiction. So we recommend anyone interested in surrendering their weapons to contact their local law enforcement and ask about those details. Live in Beaverton, I'm Joelle Jones, Coin 6 News.
All right.